Have you ever had items that you want to sell and need decent pictures, say for Facebook Marketplace or eBay or any of the auction sites?
Right. You can use your cell phone, but you may or may not get the desired results. It may not look the way you want.
Hey, we're here to help. We're going to show you how to get decent pictures if you're going to list something to sell or to auction off, and show right way versus the wrong way. And one of the wrong ways, we want to show you this here, because this is really the wrong way. Is imagine standing naked in front of a shiny tea kettle
or toaster,
such as this picture right here.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, well, these are censored, so don't worry.
But I'm still, what were you thinking?
Yeah,
must have seemed like a good idea at the time.
I don't know. I don't know if that would sell for more or less, or people go, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
You certainly got the word out, because it probably got reposted about 1 million times.
Yeah, don't do them naked. Anyway, we're going to show you good ways, and we're going to show you a couple commercial objects where we're going to go ahead and put the links for these down below the video here. And while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be notified when we post new things. So why don't we go ahead and run that bit. But first, let's just assume that you were Mr. Average Joe and you took these with your cell phone. Let's show a couple pictures of what not to do.
You might not want to do. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether you're naked, because these weren't shiny objects. But let's go ahead and show these. So yeah, if you did this, you're not likely to get
well, what you want to do is separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, you want good pictures. You want to really boost the value.
You want them to pop.
You
want them to really attract the buyer, and you want them to feel like they're really seeing it firsthand, if at all possible. So,
okay,
let's jump into it.
So we're going to go show you how to
show you how.
Yep. Oh, hey Fred, what's up?
Hey Jim. Yeah, listen, I've got a project I need to work on. My wife has some stuff she wants me to take pictures of to post to sell. I thought about using the cell phone, but, well, you know, I don't know if that's going to be really what I want.
Well, yeah, I think it can help. Yeah, let's go do it.
Well, this is one thing that I wanted to try to sell. My wife wants to sell this ornament, and I'd like to get some good shots of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I got just the right thing that we can use. Why don't you grab that and follow me?
Okay. Wow.
Okay, Fred, what do you think of that? Huh?
This is pretty cool. Tell me, what the heck is this thing?
Well, it is an aluminum table, top for doing photography. And picked this up on Amazon. It's still available. I'm going to put links for our viewers. $50. There's a larger version that's like $220. Yeah, that's a bit much, unless you're doing.
But it comes with all this, the clips.
Comes with complete,
everything
as you see. Wow. And it even has a place down here. Let me turn this on and show everybody. I've got a Lytra under here. It's got a place to hold up the lights. So if you want to crank that up a bit more. And I took off the cover because we don't need that, because we already got soft. So you can optionally, if you want to, have an underlight. So why don't we take and go ahead and set up Batman.
Okay.
And take some shots and show, because what this is going to do, and I'm using just regular lighting. So we're doing live lighting here rather than using flash, because it's a little easier to control.
Right.
And so set up some shots. Now the one thing you want to be careful of, because this is a white background, you might have to give a little bit more exposure compensation to the right in order to correct for that white. Just check your histogram to make sure that the white is coming out close to that right hand edge.
And would we use manual mode, or would we be just as well to use aperture priority?
You could use aperture priority and exposure compensation, or use manual and manually set it.
And then tweak it till you get exactly what you want. So
keep your ISO as low as
reasonably
possible. So let's go ahead and take some shots and show what we've got here. And make sure also that you did various angles. The more pictures generally you put on those auction sites, which I assume this is what it's for, to sell this, generally the higher the bids go and the better chance. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we got Batman in there.
Ornament.
And you got the case for it there.
The original box.
That's a little tricky because it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, because he's climbing, so I'm going to use his cape to
We
kind
put
of prop
that
him
back
up.
because the Batman's more important, I think.
Batman right there. He seems to like it right about that area.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and I'll turn the lights on here. I'll let you get to that side over there.
Now I got to frame up.
You can frame up, get your exposure. We'll do it first without the underlight. Yeah, Batman, you let him.
Batman needs to, you know what? We need to slide him back because he almost looks like he's laying down. So he's going to have to slide back on the.
Slide this way?
Yeah.
Probably a better way to do this might have been to put him on a string, actually hang him from something.
Right, if we had a way to. Because that's where he'd go on.
Yeah,
It's an ornament. True ornament.
But I think that'll
That'll
be
work.
good. And then we'll get some, as I said, don't forget to get close-ups as well.
So nice, pretty decent frame up right there.
All right,
Take it out of live view.
let's check the histogram.
Let's look at that. Let's
Yeah,
take a
look-
sample shot.
Looks good.
And then we'll check histogram.
Yeah, okay. I think we got it. We got one.
All right, Jim, what if you didn't want to spend quite that much? I mean, $50 doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say you didn't want to spend that and have that is sizable. It's
Yeah.
light, but it takes up a little bit of room.
Well, it's true. If you only got a few items to do, that would be, and you could probably make something like that by getting some white cardboard at the craft store,
Right.
Bend it up there. But there is another option. Then now this is a little cheaper. This is $20. What do you think of that?
Okay.
This is a tent. So if you want to go with a commercial project, now this has a few backgrounds here. It's got a white, it's got a blue, and a black. And I believe the current version, the one that I'm going to be putting the link on, I think also has a red background. So, stand back. This could be dangerous. You ready? Yep. There we go. So, pull this out here. And there you got a portable studio. And this just folds up and neatly out of the way. So why don't we get this set up here and demonstrate how you can get some
Decent
decent shots
Okay.
with this. This is also good for jewelry. All right, well, we've decided to change to a black background because we really think the black is going to offset this figure really, really nicely, and I think this is the best way to go. So one of the things we want to make sure of with the black is that we set our compensation enough,
The opposite way.
that we get a black background. Otherwise, the camera's
So in
going
other
to
words, you're going to look like you're going
overexpose.
to the left instead of to the right, to the
Yep.
minus side.
Correct. So we're going
And-
to lower a little bit. And we optionally have blue, and I think the blue, as you had mentioned, clash with his cape. And I don't think the red would.
I don't know if that would really add anything. In this case,
the black, I think, is perfect for
Yeah.
this. So we're going to
Stay-
go ahead and take some
stay
shots of
basic
this.
with it and see what happens.
We're going to share those with you. Well, there we go, Fred. I think the black worked out great.
Really popped, made it look
I want to
excellent.
point out one more thing that
Sure.
we was talking about, that if you have shiny objects, this compensates for that by lowering this, putting the Velcro on there, and then you shoot through this
And
little
you just-
gap in here. And
The ones
that
up there.
should prevent, and you can shoot naked if you want to.
However, yeah, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah,
right?
you're not going to show up on screen. So that is something that I wanted to make sure that we pointed out on this particular device.
All right.
Now, so I guess we can go ahead and put this up.
No.
What?
Well, this we
I thought
can
were
put up.
done. What?
I've got one other object. Let me go get it.
Oh, something. Oh, well, okay. Well, we can use this then.
I don't think so, Jim.
What do you got there? Oh, geez.
We have this. Sizable.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't think it's
That's not gonna fit in
on
there.
either one of these.
No. So now we're going to have to
Okay.
be more imaginative about how do we deal with something really big that you want to sell.
Another challenge.
All right,
Oh.
much bigger.
Yeah,
item
so
here. This is a fold
bigger challenge. Of course, this is not going to fit
poker
in.
table.
Yeah. So we're going to play a round of poker here. So you can come on and join us. So what we're going to attempt to do here is try to find a place with a big wall. And look at one of the problems I see we've got right now is
Light.
light is reflecting from the sun coming in here. Something to keep in mind. But in the meantime, I think we're going to have to move these chairs out of the way. So we get as much of a black background as possible. You put it on live. And that, I don't know if we put these lights on here, if that's going to help. Also, there's a color of this poker table, which is what?
Very dark.
Very dark. I'd say it's about probably black. So that's something else we're going to want to make sure that we properly record that black.
We compensate for it. That chair's still in there a little bit.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, how's that? That's as far as I can move it.
Mm.
Woo.
We're going to have to move everything. But anyway.
Well, this can go back.
Yes, that's true. And we can move the camera a little bit too.
So we're going to go ahead,
Start
set
seeing-
this up,
See if we can get some
and
decent pictures.
see what we can get here. See if we can do anything about on the wall back there. I'm disguising it. See where I'm pointing. There. I think you can see that. It's a spot. It's reflecting off something, and I'm not sure quite what. But we're going to find out and see if we can get rid of it, or we'll just have to wait till the sun changes. Okay. Well, Fred, I would need to that back in here. We found out what was reflecting the light in here. Let me see that box in here. Watch this. If I put this over here on the side in here where the sun's coming in, see, look at
Started
that.
putting the reflection on the wall.
So it was our box that was reflecting the light in.
Which means when we're ready to take our captures of this guy, because they want to see that it came in the box, highly reflective surface, we're going to have to play with that.
Yeah. So okay.
to
All
watch
right.
stuff
I got an idea that I thought, since Fred has the box and since it's sitting over there reflected, why not put it like this here? Again, it's got a hair in it. Every setup has its own challenges and things to overcome, problems, issues. So let's get that straight. Yep. So I thought this would be nice. Then we'll get some separate shots of the table itself. We've got the lights on here. Set the exposure, and we'll show you what we
Took us a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But, you know, to be honest with you, we were having a lot of fun with it, and we're looking at different ways to do it.
If you got things to sell like that, it's
Right.
worth spending the
It's worth-
time
yeah.
because, again, the better the pictures are, more than likely, the more people's going to bid on your
And you're going to
item,
get higher
and
bids.
you're going to get higher bids. because
gonna
people
show
go,
the
"Wow,
quality of the
that looks
item."
good.
You know, some of the times you're going to see some
standing naked in front of a
crummy pictures.
crumb tea
Well,
kettle.
I
might
understand.
sell them. I don't know.
I understand that he got a lot of offers. So
Was
I
it for the tea kettle or was it for something
I know.
else?
I think they wanted the photo. I don't know, but I guess the biggest thing, folks, we're talking to photographers.
Yep.
And you want to put your best foot forward. Yeah, it's not bad with a with your smartphone,
Yeah.
but this is, to me, this is the way to really go.
This wasn't
You don't need a
that
whole
bad.
lot of things. We just used stuff in the you'd have at the house. I mean,
Yep.
other than the one where you would have the light tent and then the
Yeah, and
special
you
table.
do not necessarily need
But-
it. Now, if you're going to do a lot of photos, then something like that would be might
Right.
be nice to
If
have.
you sell a lot of things of that nature,
But again,
especially
you can go
smaller
to the
items,
craft store and you
Right.
can make up your own. So I know coming up with the new year, Fred and I are planning to do some do-it-yourself
Do-it-yourselves,
projects.
right.
So that may be one of the ones that we do. How to
and
do
sometimes it's mother necessity.
that. Exactly.
Mother's what is it? Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
There you go.
So we don't want
But
you to
it's-
think that you're just going to come in, you're going to set up, and you're going to be done like that. Like
No.
any photo project, it's going to take
But
some
the
time.
nice thing is that if you have several things, get your place, your area set up, stage it, get your lighting, and then start just going
Mm-hmm.
through one by one, and you're not going to have to compensate all that much. As we said before, though, Jim, you had a great point. If you're going to use a lot of white in the background, all white or has
black.
a lot of white, you're going to have to compensate up. And
Black,
if you're
gotta
black, you're going to compensate down.
Yeah.
That way, the
Go
true
by your
black and
histogram on the
true white,
camera. That's what
it will
tells.
tell you.
So we want you right now to go ahead and subscribe to the Photobug YouTube channel so you don't miss any other good tips and how-to projects and interviews that we're going to have coming up.